I will go to work every single day for the rest of my life if that means I will never, ever, ever, ever have to depend on a man.
The man's in the house.
So crazy.
The man's in the house.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Newsflash, Big Slim.
Well, sadly for you, you are going to rely on a man in one way or another, since men build the whole damn world that you live in. We're talking about energy, water, construction, agriculture. So all the essential workers in almost all sectors, they're going to be men. So
Am I right? Am I right?
Right.
Hell yeah.
It's okay to be a man.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we going to do without men? You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up. These men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers. They're up on the power lines in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning. This thing that works in a miraculous manner. They work themselves to death. And often, literally, the gratitude for that is sorely lacking, especially among the people who should be most grateful. You see university professors, especially of the social justice bent, they take everything they have for granted, failing to understand entirely that there's a massive infrastructure of unbelievably hardworking, solidly laboring, working-class men breaking themselves in half on a regular basis, making sure that everything that always breaks works.
Here are 3 things that will happen if you decide to get into a relationship with a man who is broke and barely got his life together.
I can't wait to hear this.
Number 1, he will give you a lot of sex because that's all he has to offer.
If she gave me the chance, I would wax that ass till she show me what she wants.
He will use sex to keep you distracted, to keep you preoccupied with providing him with money to build him up. Because he's giving you this pipe, you just continue to support him. He knows he don't have shit to offer you. So he will sleep with you morning, noon, and night.
I'm fit, lit, and I damn sure ain't taking no shit.
And try to get you hooked, pacify you while he drains your money and resources. He doesn't intend on staying with you once he gets on his feet. So he's hoping that the sex will keep you pacified long enough. Until he gets what he needs out of you, then he's out of there. Second thing that will happen is he'll bully you. He'll bully and abuse you. Let me tell you something. A man determines his self-worth by his financial status. If he's broke or struggling or in between jobs, he's not going to feel good about himself. He's going to hate what he sees in that mirror. And best believe he's going to be resentful because he's broke. So he's going to turn around and bully you and punish you because you have your shit together. Even though you're helping this man, he feels emasculated. You don't make him feel like a man, even though you're helping him and contributing and trying to get him on his feet and nurse him and give him your car so that he can go on his job interviews. He doesn't appreciate it and he feels emasculated. Therefore, he will be mean to you. He will be verbally, emotionally, and sometimes physically abusive. He won't even like you. And he'll be low-key envious and competitive because you got your life together and he don't. Even though y'all in this relationship and y'all supposed to be building together, he will fucking resent you. And his resentment will turn into bully-like abusive behavior. Be careful. Number 3, instead of him doing the right thing and working with you and building with you, he's going to take your money and use it to impress other women. His side chicks, his baby mothers, the women in his family. So in other words, he will take your money and anything else you give him, buy clothes, buy Jordans to impress other women. Take pictures and post them on Facebook and act like he's single, knowing he's laid up with you. He will use your money for all his addictions, gambling addiction, lottery tickets, buying clothes, drugs, alcohol, weed. He will blow your money on his addictions. And he will wine and dine his side chick with your money. Moral of the story, stay away from broke men. You're not going to last. He's going to destroy you.
she seemed that she's talking from experience. So she chose to ignore all the red flags and get piped down, decimated into oblivion by Pookie. And after honeymoon is over, You're gonna turn around and blame Mr. Pookie.
See, with Sharon, it was just sex. That's good. But with Amber, well, it's still sex. That's good.
Well, didn't you know Mr. Pookie's bread and butter is to lay pipes like a plumber in the summer and chill on the couch with his hand on the balls?
He needs some milk.
When there is a man that is not working, perhaps he is a stay-at-home dad, and the woman is the person that is earning the most finances, right? The woman that is financially carrying the family, to say it more eloquently. They seem to argue more, is what I would say. There is something about not being able to provide for his family that diminishes a man. It does. There is something that happens to a man. It's why when men lose their jobs, we talked about this week, that man who committed suicide when he realized that he was going to lose his entire job because his wife called the police. When men lose their job, they suffer emotionally. It's more than emotional. They suffer spiritually when they feel that they cannot contribute and that they cannot provide for their families. So when you do create this inverse relationship where you have the women that are financially strong and providing for the family, and the men that are at home, something is disrupted.
Well, needless to say, one of the man's responsibility is provision. If this changes and the woman becomes the main breadwinner in the household, that will definitely change the whole dynamics of the relationship. The man will start to feel inadequate, and the woman will pick on that and start to become more masculine and resentful. So in the end of the day, the relationship most likely will be doomed.
Yes!
Dude, I'll tell you what, I'm a mother, so when a guy's like, ooh, let me go over, like, I don't care if your kid's there, like, I'll wait till they're asleep. Bitch, blocked. Done. Like, what the fuck you mean you gonna wait for my kid to be asleep? Bitch, hell.
Yeah, real fucking quick.
That's the instant.
The sad fact of life is this. So many men don't want to deal with single mothers on any level other than sex because of the kids and the emotional trauma from previous relationship, the financial burdens, etc., etc. Obviously, the list goes on and on and on. It is what it is.
I know people think I'm joking when I say this, but I truly am never going to get into a relationship ever again because of how sick and twisted these men are these days.
How sick and twisted these men are these days. Right from the jump, she had to make a blanket statement. Okay, let's continue.
This man DM'd me on Instagram and asked if he could send me money for dinner because he thought I was pretty, and I politely declined. But this man is my age, 26 years old, good looking. I found his Facebook, I found his LinkedIn, great job, normal ass dude. If I saw him out in real life, I'd be like, damn, that man is hot. I want to go talk to him. But bitch, he asked if I could send him a pair of my Stinky underwear, and then I just left him on red because what the fuck. And then he proceeded to DM me more and asked if he could beg me for things like a good little boy. And I was like, is this some weird ass kink you have? And he said, yes, like I love being put in my place. And I was just like, what the fuck? What happened to you? I dead ass asked him, what happened to you for this to be a kink? And he said, I've had so much sex that nothing satisfies me anymore. Sir, you're 26 years old. How does nothing satisfy you anymore? That's weird. Dating is just so scary because you truly will never know who someone actually is. They could be a freak like that and you would never know. You would never find out. I think porn and dating apps and hookup culture and just like sex being so accessible has ruined our society, and it's so scary. It makes me never want to get married or have children and bring children into this kind of world. Like this experience that just happened in my DMs just freaked me out so much that I'm like so turned off from trusting anyone ever again.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Let's say I believe her story, which I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there are a lot of simps out there who will send one money for literally nothing in return. I understand that part. But what I found really interesting and makes me doubt the whole story is the fact that despite her disgust and disbelief, yet she kept engaging and entertaining the guy instead of just simply blocking him and move on with her life. So that part doesn't make absolute no sense to me, and if it doesn't make no sense, usually it's not true.
I thought so.
You know, as a security personnel, I need someone who's focused and strong. Someone who's not going to get tempted. Yeah?
I'm very, very focused and I'm strong, sir. Let me not talk too much. Let me show you. Let me show you something.
Oh.
This is a video
I don't want to
of me and one of my girlfriends, sir. You can see the way she's saying, Daddy,
What?
Daddy, Daddy. 73 minutes. I didn't stop. But
That's Sonia.
you know her?
That's my daughter. What?
Your blood daughter?
No, my water daughter.
It's your daughter, sir.
Don't run! Don't run! Move it!